Thanks for tuning in to High on Horror. I'm Drew.
And I'm John. This episode and every future episode is dedicated to all the horror hounds and smokers out there who want to expand their knowledge of the genre and have a good time.
Today we're reviewing the latest screener that we've gotten. It's for the buddy zombie comedy As We Know It. It's having a run in the theaters right now as a limited screening and hits VOD later this month or early December. This will more than likely be a short episode, so hold on tight. Today on High on Horror, interviews, reviews, and the latest news all rolled into one.
Alright, time to get into some strain wreck here first. I got stopped by the dispensary. Oh, I picked up the wrong one here. Got some jealousy. I don't know. Never heard of that one before.
I like the name. I was going to ask you, I was going to say, what are we starting off this episode with? I knew you had something over there.
It looks like it won some award from Leafly in 2022. I don't know what it is.
Absolutely gorgeous looking. That orange is bright. Damn, that orange was bright.
It said Jealousy is a hybrid weed strain made by crossing Sherbert BX1 with Gelato 41. I haven't heard of either of those either.
No.
It's known for its balancing effect. Reviewers on Leafly who have smoked this strain say it makes them feel mentally relaxed but physically energetic. Jealousy contests into the high 20s interim of THC percentage, ideal for experienced cannabis consumers. This one is actually 21.1%. And
all right.
The dominant terpene of this strain, as I always mess these up, is caraphyllene, which is often associated with a fuel aroma. There's also limonene and mycerin, and sometimes linalool and humulin. I'm sure.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know. Reviewers tell Leafly that Jealousy tastes earthy and funky, and its top effects are giggly, talkative, relaxed, and the flavors are pepper, plum, and earthy. Oh, I forgot the negatives. Is it there? Nope, just anxious, a headache, and dizzy.
Headache?
Why?
Whoa.
Why? So, I mean, if you start getting a headache later, then you know what the problem is.
I love the term earthy, because when I think earth, I just think like dirt. You know, you're like, what the fuck does earth? Or it's like grass and like a fistful of like grass and dirt from like your backyard. Like, I get the term, but I also think it can kind of be like a bit of a put off when you say it's earthy. It's like, what does that mean? Fruity. Say something that's appealing.
You know what's funny? I always hear that, and I think of the movie Couples Retreat.
I just watched that for the first time, man. Sam made me watch that. She was like, "Isn't that John's like favorite movie?" Or he loves that movie. I was like, "Yeah."
It's not my favorite. I do love it though.
I just watched it, so I'll know what you're about to say.
When he was like, he's like, "Look at your partner and tell the truth." He's like, "You look like the earth." She's just like,
dude,
"What does that mean?"
Dude, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, and the dude was like, why'd you say that? He's like, pay attention to your partner.
He was unapologetic about it too. That was the best part.
But I got two reviews here.
Oh shit, two.
This one, I think I'll get you again with this one from October 27th of this year. My bud tender said he got that thing that kills John Wayne, so I had to give it a taste. First puff hit me like a Mack truck. Definitely gave me some energy though. We'll be back again to finish this rev. And then it just ends. Dude, that thing that killed John Wayne. Or kills John Wayne. That somebody in September is very angry.
Oh God!
Not at all what they say on this weed. Not worth the paper. Maybe for people who don't have a high tolerance, but for seasoned smokers, this will piss you off. All honesty.
Oh wow!
And that's how it is.
Damn. Okay. So it hit somebody like a Mack truck.
Yeah, it hit him like a Mack truck and killed John Wayne.
And somebody absolutely hated it. Well, we're already high, but let's see where this jealousy takes us.
All right. I wanted to say, speaking of cannabis here, Ohio actually voted to legalize marijuana.
Hell yeah.
I think that takes us now over 50% of the states now have legalized cannabis.
Keep it going. So this movie, As We Know It, so it's takes place in Hollywood in the late 90s. And to put that into perspective for you before John gets into the synopsis here, it's the late 90s as in these motherfuckers order 100 wings for $32.50. What? If you order 100 wings, that's nearly $100 or more nowadays. When they ordered the fucking 100 wings and it said $32.50 was their total for delivery,
You're paying
I
over
was like,
100.
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, when we talk about like late 90s or whatever, that's the time frame we're in, was when 100 wings cost $32.50. And people, I guess, would actually bitch that was expensive. They did not know what they were in for. But anyway.
I miss the 90s. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
The synopsis sent to us here by the in the press kit. Set in Los Angeles in the late 90s, struggling writer James Bishop grapples with the emotional shrapnel of a recent breakup with his longtime girlfriend, Emily. As James holds up in his Hollywood Hills home with writer's block, his eccentric best friend Bruce shows up with bad news. The city is plunged into chaos by an unusual and hilarious zombie outbreak, courtesy of tainted soy milk. With the streets of Los Angeles swarming with the undead, James, Bruce, and Emily come together to barricade themselves in the house while reconciling their personal struggles and occasionally letting in the only food delivery service still operating, Abracadabra. So,
all right.
You want me to go first? You want to go first?
I just want to say that so before we go into like I guess our reviews of it, just little points here that I wanted to make a point of. I don't think that your notes have anything about this nor mine, so just for the listener out there so they know a little bit. This is a zombie virus that is mutating people's DNA from a soy milk called Agnes. It's Agnes is the name brand of the soy milk, and it's called the Agnes virus. And it's like I guess that's all people really need to know. So it's a zombie outbreak, and it's from drinking fucking soy milk. You go ahead. You go first.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say in my notes here, why does the zombie? Why did he have like a robot sounding voice? I don't know if you caught that.
No, I didn't.
Like
catch
it sounded
that.
very like mechanical, and I was like, "This is a zombie." Pam Greer's in it, which she looks amazing for 74.
Agreed. I have a note right here. Pam Grier. That was a surprise though, seeing her. I was like, oh, okay. Thought that might give this movie a little bit of legitimacy.
And also, why can I not think of his name? Chris Parnell. I'm a big Chris Parnell fan. And I was like, oh, he's in it. I thought the same thing.
That's the news report, the newscaster, right? Yeah. Dude, okay, so that was my favorite part of the movie.
He's also Jerry from Rick and Morty.
Correct, okay. That was my favorite part of the movie was when he plays Ted Summers, the newscaster, and he's actually fucking like reporting through somebody being attacked by a zombie right in front of him. And then they're like, you know what? They might turn and want some of us. Let's get out of here. That was my favorite part of the movie. I'm glad you brought him up. I almost forgot about that.
You would think there would be more to add to the plot, but that's pretty much it without basically just telling you exactly what happened.
Yeah. I
mean, that's pretty much the entire movie. It's in one location, which we usually always praise for low budget, but this movie's just so bad.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it. I completely agree, dude.
I feel zero connection to the characters in this movie.
I mean, there's things in this movie that... Never mind. Let me go back to what you just said. Say what you just said again about the characters.
I said I feel zero connection to the characters in the movie.
I couldn't agree more.
The jokes just fell flat. There's hardly any zombies in a zombie movie for like the first 40 minutes. You'll appreciate this. I said it's like the zombie version of Chud. There's like really no. It's a zombie movie, but you see the news report. What do you see, like 5 or 6 zombies in this movie?
If that, yeah.
Like I said...
They're legitimately outside at one point and you don't see any.
And, yeah, and all the performances were like... Felt like somebody was doing a read-through.
Yeah.
But actually, not even that, because there wasn't even that... There's like no emotion behind anything they're doing with the acting.
Yes. Yep.
And the two best friends, so they're supposed to be best friends, I don't see how they're best friends. They hardly know anything about each other. Like, they talk about it,
Very
like,
well
oh, I
said.
never do that. Oh, I never do this. Like, you guys are, like, talking about how you're best friends. And I don't know. I felt like it was, in a way, I felt like it was trying to be Shaun of the Dead.
Yep. That's what I said. I said that this movie fell flat and that it wasn't funny or enjoyable.
Same words.
Yes, and the characters are totally unlikable, and that it tries to be Shaun of the Dead, but taking the Winchester element out and just trying to keep it in a flat. It's totally got the Shaun of the Dead vibes. The broken up with your girlfriend, stuck inside with your best friend who's a loser. You know that
And
whole.
then, like,
it has that whole. It tries, but no.
they're, like, trying to be funny, but it's almost like every character in the movie is trying to have sarcastic humor.
Every character annoyed me. Even the best friend, played by Oliver Cooper, he was on my last nerve, but I fucking hated the girlfriend.
Yeah.
I fucking hated the girlfriend.
What about Kujin from fucking TikToker, and they're literally acting like he acts on his TikToks?
Look, I don't know anything. You actually introduced me to that before we started recording. I had no idea who he was. All I know is
also because the press kit just says info's coming soon.
But all I know was that he fucks a zombie and turns into a zombie by catching it through an STD. So I mean that's one of the few things about the movie I like, is I could say, hey, somebody got an STD. They didn't get bit. They just fucked a zombie and called it that way. God damn.
Yeah, I said the movie. So to sum it up, the movie fails to invoke any emotion. It's devoid of any character development. I can't put how terrible the ending was into words. This is in the running for worst movie I've seen this year. I'd rather watch Ghost of the Void 10 times in a row before watching this again.
Halloween Ends. How many times?
The fact I got to think about.
How many times would you rewatch Halloween? You said 10 times for Ghost in the Void. How many times would you rewatch Halloween Ends before you'd come back to this? It's more of a task, isn't it?
I gotta actually think about that, man. Wow, I mean, and the fact that this movie's that bad that I gotta like think about like what. But then also, Halloween Ends. If I'm going, would I rather watch this than Halloween Ends?
That goes to show you how much ass.
Yeah, they're both
is.
pretty bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'd probably watch Halloween Ends 2 times before I watch.
I was gonna say 2 or 3 times.
This is supposed to be a rom-com zombie flick. It has no romance, no comedy, and barely any zombies. I give it a 2.3 out of 10.
Oof, 2.3.
Dude, it's bad.
Well, I just have the question, like, did we need another zombie comedy about best friends? Did we really need that? Let alone, like, one that was just totally, like, uninspiring and just felt like somebody just said, hey, I want to make a movie, and that was the inspiration behind it. The dark ending and cameo by Pam Grier couldn't save this movie. There's nothing redeemable about it. You mentioned the lack of zombies. There's also no cinematography. There's no good music. As you mentioned, bad acting.
I actually forgot that.
With the music?
I meant to write that down in my notes. I remember at one point, I had the same thing. I was like, this music's not good.
No, slow pacing, stupid ending, waste of time. It's not boring, so I cannot give it a 0. 1 out of 10. You'll find it.
You actually beat me.
You will find. Trust me. You will find this in the Walmart bargain bin in no time.
Well, it depends. Are they going to have physical media still?
Walmart is going to be keeping it strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I mean, is there really spoilers to get into?
I mean, I said that the fucking whatever the dude's name is fucks a zombie and gets an STD from it. So if you consider that a spoiler, sorry, but I mean that's probably the best thing that happens in this movie. So maybe I just helped you out.
Yeah, the ending was pretty bad though.
It was so bad, man. Like the whole thing was just so dumb. I was like, all of it, like the scenery, the image of them holding hands, like you said about Ghost of the Void. I'd rather ponder why there's showing me 3 motherfuckers golfing than watch the ending of this movie.
And you gotta, I feel like it really makes it worse when you say 3 guys golfing in the credits.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, yeah, it's not been a good run.
No, we don't enjoy like shitting on movies because everybody always says, "Oh, you guys always give movies high ratings," and it's like because we review movies we like. We're actually reviewing newer stuff, giving some indie stuff a chance that we're being sent in, and we are just on a bad streak. We might need to take a break and do like something a little bit more different, and then come back to some of this stuff because I don't want to just be that those dudes that just beat the shit out of movies every week, and this is our third week, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we have to stay away from
because
Exorcist Believer.
the man in
that
the
would
white
be week
van
4.
goes to the void, and now as we know it.
Oh god, yeah, this
as
is
we
easily,
know it, it's not good.
This is easily, as we know, it's not good. It's easily the worst of the 3.
Yeah, it's. I feel like each week's got worse.
Well, I told you, I woke up with a stomach ache. Well, I went to bed with a stomach
movie
ache
didn't
early,
help it.
and I woke up and I was like, shit, I still have to watch that movie because we're gonna review it. So I got my info, put it in, watched the movie, and it's like fucking 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going, I really have to stay awake and watch this. So yeah, it's one of those.
Like I told you, I was 20 minutes in, and I was like, I can't wait for this movie to be over.
Again, not trying to be harsh, but I guess in the same way we can be overly polite and overly praise movies, you'll get that backlash if we don't like it.
It's like it's the meme of Thanos, perfectly balanced.
Not to add salt to the wound, but again, the cast of the movie, the actor and the director, the actors and the director are pretty much known for not doing much. So this is another people just trying to put their name on the market, hoping that by filming a cheap movie into a niche genre that they'll find a following and get known.
And did we need another not even just a zombie buddy movie, but just a zombie movie?
Another zombie romance movie. Like, we can just keep going with that, And
I wish I could feel about zombies the way I felt when the first season of Walking Dead came out. I was like, fuck yeah, zombies are back. And now I'm like, oh god, zombies. It's what they did to vampires.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
really
vampires, and then I was like, I'm done with vampire shit.
Beat the shit out of it.
And now I'm to that point with zombies. Like, just please stop.
All right, well, let's not keep going here and dragging this out and making this more unbearable.
Thanks to all the horror hounds and smokers out there for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on social media at High on Horror 420 on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. Find out what our next episode is. Send us some PPA questions, Puff Ask, at highonhorror420 at gmail.com. Check out our website, highonhorror.com. And I guess that'll about wrap her up. Catch you later.
See you next week.